YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back. A day before the NFL trade deadline. A bunch of trades already went down last week, and now we got a bunch more coming out. The first one of today, which is Monday the 28th, Kenyan Drake, who we expected to be traded, was traded from the Miami Dolphins to the Arizona Cardinals. I'm here to break it down and give grades out to each team like I do all these videos. More to come on this. I'm very excited. This is the most exciting trade deadline we've had yet, I'd say. I mean, it's pretty crazy. A couple years ago, really, there was no trades at all, and we didn't expect any. So, love doing this. Hopefully, more trades go down. I know we still got some more that already went down to get to. We'll get to those. Right before we get started on my thoughts and grades, extra content available on our Patreon, patreon.com/thegoathouse. If you sign up for one tier, you get junior score predictions every single week. You also get my updated playoff predictions and my updated NFL mock drafts with updated order every single week. Check it out. Link in the description for more info. And we're trying to get to that 40K subscriber goal by the end of the year. Please get us there. Full NFL content in season and in the off season every day. In season, we got videos like these, power rankings, recaps, predictions, score predictions. Many more videos come out throughout the week. Check us out. Subscribe. Click the like button. Check us out on Twitter, too, at GoHouseNFL. Let's talk about this trade here. Kenyan Drake, who we expected to get traded. Maybe it was, sounding like the Lions or the Titans for a little bit, but then Cardinals have David Johnson go down. Doesn't seem to be too serious. And then Chase Edmonds actually just went down in the Saints game, so they go ahead and jump in on the action and trade for Kenyan Drake, former Alabama running back. Miami Dolphins continue to unload the weapons here, the players. So a 6th round goes to the Miami Dolphins, and it can become a 5th round pick. So maybe we can come back to this when we know what pick it would be exactly. To me, that's very interesting. I was starting to think, 6th round made sense, but I was starting to think maybe it could become a 7th round pick if they didn't have any takers. But we heard teams like the Lions and Titans, maybe some other teams could be interested. 6 sound about right. If they bumps up to a 5th, looks pretty darn good for the Dolphins. The Cardinals, like I said, beat up at the running back position. They thought they needed Kenyan Drake to kind of fill that hole and help them win games. One team kind of confuses me on this trade, and I guess we'll go over the grades right about now here. I'm going to give the Dolphins an A. They're rebuilding. They're you could call it tanking. They're holding some guys out. They're losing every week, so you can call it that if you want. You get the point, though. You get the idea. They want draft picks. They have a bunch of draft picks. They're rebuilding. They want new guys in there to fit the system. And Kenyan Drake didn't start the year off that hot. Really, nobody did on the Dolphins, even the players that we thought were really good. Probably because the energy that has something to do with it. But anyways, he was not really playing that great, and then they kind of limited him more and more. Took down the carries more and more, tried to get Balaj going. He really wasn't getting going. Mark Walton seems like their best back right now. That's just how it is right now. So they get something from what was going to be nothing, most likely going to be gone after the season, and he wasn't even their lead back right now. The reason it's not an A+ is because it's not, I'm not thrilled about it. It's nothing to jump out of your seat about. They got a draft pick that can, I guess if it turns into a 5th, we can come here and say maybe an A+. Pretty solid. But he was good, at times, definitely last year. So he was a part of that organization, that part of that team. But right now he really wasn't. So, they got something out of what could have been nothing. They definitely get an A. Obviously that's the thing. It doesn't really hurt him anymore this year, I don't think, losing him. It doesn't hurt him a bunch. It doesn't really change anything. They get an A. They got a pick out of him. We expected to happen. The Cardinals, it kind of confuses me. I gave them a C-. It kind of confuses me. I know they're still trying to win games. I know they're beat up at the running back position. They needed somebody. It's just, it's just like too desperate of a move. Like, where are you going to go with this? Where are you going to go getting Kenyan Drake? And this actually could become a 5th round pick. I don't really like that. I know it's really, if it's a 6, it's kind of low risk. I guess it could be high reward because the guy was good, like I said, and you're low risk on a guy that was good. Maybe last year was worthy of his trade value was a 4th round pick, maybe even a 3rd. So I guess that makes it look good, but it just confuses me. Like, where is Kenyan Drake going to get you, number 1? Number 2, he's going to be a free agent, so it's basically a rental. So you're banking on him helping you take that next step this year. Kind of going back to where really, you can get better with him over a random running back that you just signed or you're going to sign, but really where is it going to get you? And the next thing is, maybe he works out. Maybe they like him. Maybe they re-sign him. But that's really not the greatest thing either, because you have David Johnson, you have Chase Edmonds. Those are the guys for the future. So, I mean, if he's playing well, I mean, what does that mean? Like, where is he going to be at best? The second string running back? I think Edmonds and David Johnson really complement each other very good. It's a good 1-2 punch. They're different in different areas. They're good in areas, and Kenyan Drake really doesn't fit. I don't think he really, I mean, they know who fits their offense. They have a plan, but to me, it doesn't really feel like he fits that offense. He's not the best at catching the ball in the backfield. So it's kind of like he's in between styles of Johnson and Edmonds. So it's not really the guy to me that fits 100%. Yeah, he can run the ball, bottom line. He could be good. He's got an expiring contract. Again, where is Kenyan Drake going to get them? The only reason I didn't give him, I view obviously F and a D as just a bad grade, a really bad grade. C- is on the bad side, but it's not awful. The only reason I didn't drop it to the awful grade is because, like I said, he can be good. A better energy, team, not on the failing Dolphins right now. They didn't really give up a whole bunch for him. He could end up being more valuable than what they gave up, and the compensatory pick could end up being something. But I don't think it's going to be much at all. So I just don't see where they think this gets them. And I mean, the best case scenario doesn't even, like I said, the best case scenario doesn't even look that good. Best case scenario is he plays pretty well. And do they re-sign him? I guess that's the question. I guess it'd be more of a win if they did. But then where is he on the depth chart? Who's he taking carries away from? Like I said, I think the other two guys really help each other out, really help the team out. How long is David Johnson going to be out for? I guess that's more of the question now. Just a trade that I didn't think they should have been that desperate for. They heard other teams were in on there, and then Chase Edmonds gets hurt, and they immediately pick up the phone and go, and they have to make this deal. I honestly rather, if this ends up being a fifth rounder, I'd rather draft a running back in the fifth round. I'd rather draft, somebody that fits more of their offense. We'll see, though. We'll see what it ends up being. So to kind of recap, C- for the Cardinals. I just explained why. And then I gave an A to the Dolphins. It's not like jump out of my seat exciting, so I couldn't really give the A+, but it's a good trade because they really weren't using them. We see the direction they're heading. They get a pick, so it's good. It's very good. It's a great trade for the Dolphins. Just A+. I'm not trying to just hand out A+s here. So those are the grades for that trade. Kenyan Drake to the Cardinals. Dolphins get a 6th-round pick, and it can become the 5th. We'll get more info on that, and we'll see down the line what happens if it does become a 5th. We still have to break down. We see Leonard Williams got traded. I have to break that down in the video. And Jannard Avery just got traded. I'll be breaking that down in a video. More trades to come. We did break down the Emmanuel Sanders trade. We broke down Michael Bennett, Mohamed Sanu, all the trades that happened. We even do trade scenarios and predictions video, and then got you covered all week for the NFL with game predictions. So please join us for that. Please subscribe. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Goodbye.